If you need any grinding done in NBA 2K26 My Team, make sure you hit up Rose NBA. Link is in the description. Great service, fast, reliable, cheap. Hit them up. They won't let you down. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the best power forwards in NBA 2K26 My Team here on this tier list. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop into it. We got like 38 or so of the best power forwards in the game. I think it's 38. I'm not exactly sure. And we're starting with Kevin Garnett. Call me crazy. I'm officially not putting him in S tier anymore. His jumper just isn't enough. His defense is great. His speed is amazing. He's a solid finisher, extremely well-rounded, but he doesn't have good SIGs, and his jumper just simply isn't elite. I think there's a few power forwards that I would prefer over Kevin Garnett personally. Call me crazy, but I don't think he's S tier anymore. Bam Adebayo. 6'9", but has a good wingspan at 7'5". Nice jumper, but only a 75 3 ball. There's some good and some bad with the card. That being said, he's a versatile defender. He's got solid athletic ability. I do still think he's a very, very solid card. I have no issues with him in B tier. I don't know if I'd go any higher than that, but I think high B is fair. He is a solid, solid option. Chris Bosh is a great power forward. Really nice jumper. I think defensively, he absolutely holds his own, even against the best bigs in the game. He's got enough size. He's a good finisher. He's a well-rounded, really solid card who I think can play at the very highest level. Definitely S tier for sure. Derek Queen, missing a ton of badges, but really nice animations. He's got great SIGs for a big. When he gets a new card, he's going to be an absolute freaking monster. He's already solid. He's just missing so many badges. If he was more badged, he'd at least be A tier for sure. PJ Brown, I'm gonna go A with him as well. I really like his finishing ability and his size. I think his jumper, again, solid, but only a 73 3 ball. It's similar to Bam, but he's bigger than Bam. He's a better finisher than Bam is, and I think defensively, he's extremely, extremely versatile. Obviously, Bam is as well, but I am a big, big fan of PJ Brown. I kind of have been all year. Think he's a really, really solid card who deserves to be in the A tier for sure, and he's a good card, man. I like him. Dirk Nowitzki. At power forward, he's kind of slow. Honestly, he just isn't. I think I'd prefer him at center than power forward. I think I have to go B with Dirk. There are things about Dirk that I like, but I just don't think I can put him any higher than this. You know what I mean? It feels like, look, he's B tier to me. He just, jumper is kind of eh. The shooting is great. The defense holds its own. He's only got 80 speed though. And like, as a whole, I'm not going to sit here and say he's a great card. I don't think he's a trash card, but he's also not like one of my favorite options at the power forward position. I just overall think he's probably B tier. David West, fine jumper. Not a bad card, but also not a amazing one would be a fair way to describe David West. He's not, again, another guy who's like, what, I think about 80 speed. And I mean, overall does provide like a decent amount of versatility, but he's also not great. You know what I mean? He's good enough defensively, but he's only 6'9", just not an amazing, spectacular card. You know what I mean? He's not a total trash liability, but he's also not a great option. I feel like, I mean, he is a good pick and popper. His defense isn't totally terrible. I don't know. To me, I think I'm still going C tier. Pau Gasol. His jumper sucks. I'm going C tier with him as well. His stats and badges are legitimately good, but his jumper is so trash. I legitimately think he's C tier just off of the sake of that, because otherwise he is actually not a terrible card, but man, I cannot stand his jumper at all. So therefore, he's pretty low on the list as well. Derek Coleman, same story. Good stats, solid badges, but another guy who has a pretty bad jumper. Again, gets knocked down a good amount for that. Kel'el Ware is the best Amethyst card in my team. I think he's S tier, and I'm not kidding. I understand his badges aren't unbelievably complete. He's not a perfect card, but my goodness, he is an elite, elite option in my opinion at the power forward position. He's got an 89 speed, a great player build, just an extremely versatile, really good card at the power forward position. I don't care that he's an Amethyst. I think he's S tier, and I think he deserves it. Willis Reed. Really like Willis Reed. Is he S tier though? Probably not. I think there's a few guys on this list that are better than him. I really do like him as a card quite a lot. I just think, man, I think he's probably got to go A tier realistically. You know who I just realized I didn't put on this list is Joel Embiid. I didn't add Joel Embiid. I must not have had him on the list earlier in the year. He needs to be on this list. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and throw him on here real quickly because I think I can just throw him on temporarily like so if I do this properly real quick, because he needs to be on this list as well. I'm looking at the guys who are like S tiers, and I'm like, I think Embiid has to be in the S tier, but he's not on the list. So I'm throwing him on here real quickly, just adding him on in the middle of the video because it's that easy. And just like that, Joel Embiid should be on the list. So next up is going to be Sean Kemp. I mean, Another guy who jump shot wise isn't great, but has amazing stats and badges, pretty similar to KG. The jumper isn't like completely and utterly terrible, but again, he's not awesome. You know what I mean? His stats and badges are really, really good, but the jumper prevents him from being S tier for sure. Pascal Siakam, he's only 6'8". He does have pretty good stats, pretty good badges, is pretty well-rounded, a good shooter and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe, just not the biggest fan of Siakam. He's low B. I'll give it to him. I think his jumper's pretty good. His defense is solid. He's not a bad card. He's got good stats. I'm fine with it. Sigma, he's barely S tier if he's S tier at all. I think he might be like the last card in S tier. I love his jumper. I think he's a really good pick and popper. To be fair, he does have the same slight speed issues that some of these other guys do, but he's got such a good jumper and is such a good defender as well. To me, it's like, I think he has to be relatively high on the list regardless. You know what I mean? At least for me, I think I'm going to put him a little bit higher than you'd probably expect. So Sigma's still S. Spencer Haywood, I don't even know why he's still on the list, honestly. 6'7", too small. His jumper's not bad, but he's just not good enough to really be high up on this list. I don't have a single D tier yet, though. Who's going to be on the D tier? There's a few guys here I think that can. Markkanen's a great pick and popper, but he is a little on the slower end. He's 7'1", though, with a good player build. I'm going to go C with him as well. I think he's decent. I don't think he's D tier. Kenyon Martin has great athleticism, great speed, really nice stats and badges defensively, too. Honestly, he's not a liability, but I think he's probably low B as well. Even that feels a little generous, in all honesty, for him. I'm actually going to put him C. I don't think he's that great. Chris Webber, another guy who kind of suffers from some of the similar stuff KG and Kemp do. Has Paul George escape, has a jumper that's not great, though. He's got great speed for a big, but again, jumper is pretty important, and I don't think his is all that good. So it's still one of those guys who it's a little bit tough to really rank him too well, I feel like. But I think I'll leave him in the high B, because I don't think he's as good as KG and Kemp are. Ibaka, a good jumper, good defender, not huge or anything like that, but a decent option at the power forward position still, and a guy who definitely holds his own still. So I think he could shoot well, he defends well, he does a lot of things pretty good. I think he's A. Hakeem, S tier, no doubt about it. Probably one of the two best power forwards in this game. He is absolutely awesome. Great release, or solid release. Great size, incredible rebounding. Can actually create off the dribble a little bit as well, which is kind of glitchy with Hakeem. He's super, super solid. I really like AC Green, too. I'm going to go him in A tier. 6'9", but a great jumper. Solid enough 3-ball rating. Really great, versatile defender. Has enough speed. I like him a lot, too. Obi Toppin, low B. Great slasher, but missing some badges probably. His jumper is nice. He's only 6'9". I don't think he's terrible. Boris Diaw is finally going to be our first D tier. I don't think Boris Diaw is that good. He's realistically, I mean, he is what he is, right? He's got great stats, great badges, but his jumper sucks, and he's 6'8". So, I mean, jumper sucks, too. It's really not good. I think he's probably D tier. I think Spencer Haywood probably is, too, to be honest, now that I'm looking at it. Giannis. I'll go B tier with Giannis. His jumper just isn't good enough, and he's got a 65 3-ball. He is not a guy I really trust as a shooter very much. That's why he's B tier. If he had a 75 3-ball and a slightly better jumper, he'd at least be A, and honestly have an argument for S, because his defense, speed, and finishing is elite, but he's B tier. Al Harrington. I think I prefer Webber to Harrington. I'm going to put Webber at low A. I'm going to put Harrington in high B. 6'9", but not as good defensively as AC Green is. Has a nice jumper. He's a solid card. He's high B. But I don't know if he's deserving of A, to be honest. Wes Unseld, even with his update, I still don't think he's great. He's 6'7", missing a lot of badges. His jumper's fine, but I don't think he's great. Bam Adebayo's already on this list. I didn't realize Bam's on. What? Okay, that's a mistake. Put him at the end, because obviously he's already on here. John Collins doesn't play enough defense. He's a great dunker, and his jumper's fine, but just doesn't do enough defensively. Dwight Howard, limited as a shooter, but very fast. His jumper's actually fast, too. He's great defensively. He can hit an open shot as well. I don't think he's terrible. I think he deserves to be relatively high up, honestly. Like, I think A tier is fair for Dwight Howard. PJ Washington, again, 6'7", not unbelievably complete statistically, not the best defender, although he's not a total liability defensively, but I don't really think he's great either. So he's another one of those guys to me that's like, he's kind of just whatever. Tim Duncan stinks. He is terrible. 2K did not do good by Tim Duncan at all this year because he can't shoot. And he's also only like 79 speed. He's just not a very good card. Elton Brand is 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan. He's more of a small forward than he is a power forward. Honestly, low-key, probably shouldn't be on this list for that reason. I'm not actually going to rank him. I'm put him at the end of the list. He's a small forward. I just want power forward centers on this. Jaren is S tier as well. Love me some Jaren Jackson Jr. He's a monster. 87 speed, great jumper, great defender, Big player build, just a freaking awesome card. Honestly, I only want 5 S tiers, and Sigma's not that fast. I'm going A tier with him and moving him down. AD is also really solid, but I'm moving him down too. In fact, I'm gonna move a few guys down. We're gonna be a little stricter on this list. We're gonna move a couple cards down, just to even things out a little bit. I think this A tier is fine, but AD, he's not S tier to me. He doesn't move well at all. His jumper is pretty good. He's got great defense, good size, but he does not move that well, and I do think that's a real valid criticism for the card. I'm not saying he's trash. I just don't think he's like extremely elite either. You know what I mean? So not the biggest Anthony Davis fan in my team either. Not that he's terrible, but again, he's not S tier to me. Naz Reid's a great pick and popper, but he doesn't provide a ton besides that. I mean, he's a little bit undersized. He's not crazy fast. He's a fine but not elite defender. Don't like absolutely love the card. Siakam is literally the exact same. He has like basically a couple extra Hall of Fame badges and a couple +2s and +3s on stats, but literally plays pretty much exactly the same as his diamond. They're literally, I mean, as close as it's going to get pretty much. Definitely a guy who there's no reason to put him any higher than the same tier. You know what I mean? Şengün doesn't play a ton of defense, but he does have a good jumper. He's just not the best. I mean, honestly, he's not a bad card, but I think probably high B, if I'm being relatively strict, which I'm trying to be, I think high B is probably the fairest place to put him realistically. Not that he's bad, but he's just not amazing either. You know what I mean? Bob McAdoo, basically Dwight, they're pretty much the same card. Slightly higher 3-ball rating, 1 inch shorter, but they basically do the same thing on the court. Extremely fast, extremely great stat and badge bigs who realistically aren't the best when it comes to some of the shooting ability because they have the slightly lower 3-ball rating and stuff. But I think it's pretty fair to put him A tier still. He's still very good. Embiid is also S tier. He is just like Hakeem. Those are the two best bigs in the game, power forward or center, and I think Embiid has to be S tier as well, of course. And I wanted to add him to the list for that reason. So, with that being said, I feel like I could move Şengün up. I like Şengün. I'm going to have a big A tier. I'm fine with that. I think Şengün's a good card. He feels better than the B tiers to me. This feels like a pretty accurate list overall. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.